Welcome to Hometown Banknotes, where economy, bank life, and hometown spirits meet. I am your host, Janice Spooner, a local banker and proud community advocate. On this show, we will share conversations that connect dollars to decisions and people to purpose. At NBT Financial Bank, we're rooted in community, growing your financial future, and this podcast brings that mission to life. Whether you're a business owner, a neighbor, or just curious about what makes our local economy tick, this is the space for you. Remember, at NBT Financial Bank, we're more than just your bank. We're your partner in progress. Welcome to Hometown Banknotes, where we celebrate people, communities, and partnerships that make our North Texas communities thrive. I'm your host, Janice Spooner, Market President with NBT Financial Bank in Grapevine. October is a month full of milestones, from national entrepreneurship initiatives to community celebrations and meaningful causes that inspire all of us to connect and create opportunities for growth and empowerment, but also survival and to help others. Before we get into our discussion, let's pause for a moment and look at our gross and annual economy and what's happening across national, Texas, and our local economies. Nationally, the economy continues to show mixed reactions and signals. According to the most recent reports released before the temporary federal government shutdown, inflation was tracking around 2.9% for the previous 12 months ending in August. And core inflation, excluding food and energy, came in at near 3.1%. Because of the shutdown, September's inflation numbers were paused and delayed and just were released today. The Consumer Price Index report showed 3% annual inflation rate in September, which is higher than the previous 2.9% in August. The Federal Reserve has maintained its target rate in the 4% to 4.25%, taking a cautious approach, balancing steady progress on inflation with need to support moderate growth. As most everyone knows, the Fed did cut rates in September, and actually, economists still anticipate a possible additional rate cut in the coming days, most likely before this podcast airs, depending on the labor market and price trend data. Here in Texas, our economy remains resilient. The Dallas Fed recently adjusted statewide job growth forecasts to be 1.3%, reflecting some cooling in hiring, yet continued strength in technology and most services. I say most because construction and hospitality service, specifically restaurants, are facing persistent staffing challenges, with many citing difficulties in attracting and retaining consistent full-time employees. One point of concern that is huge for our nation is the prolonged government shutdown, which analysts estimate could reduce Texas gross state product by roughly $1.4 billion per week, with small businesses and federal contractors mostly affected. Coupled with about 42 million people in America could be without critical resources, including food, if the government shutdown continues and lasts through the end of the month. Yet, even in the face of such uncertainty, communities like ours continue to push forward. North Texas continues to lead with strong consumer confidence, steady in new business openings in the entrepreneurial spirit. Across Grapevine and the surrounding corridor, small businesses continue to adapt, expand, and inspire, proof that innovation and community partnership remain the backbone of our local economy. Joining me is Darlisa Diltz, founder of the original North Texas Entrepreneur Education and Training Center, which I know changed, and a visionary behind Global Entrepreneurship Week of North Texas. Welcome, Darlisa.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Darlisa, tell everybody about a little bit about you and what you did with North Texas Entrepreneurship Education and Training Center.
Okay, so I'm Darlisa Diltz. I'm born and raised St. Louis, Missouri. I am the proud mother of two, wife of one. That's pretty fun. I do have a dog. So all things family, faith, fun is what I like to call myself. So we've been in Texas since 2016. Originally, I started my journey in economic development, community development, and entrepreneurship back in St. Louis. My very first stint with the brush of entrepreneurship was with the Small Business Development Center. Got my first contract there, and it kind of went from there. When I moved to Texas, I worked for the SBDC here in Collin County. In 2017, going into 2018, I started North Texas Entrepreneur Education and Training because there was a gap for entrepreneur education. So entrepreneurship has always been a thing. People have always been a thing, but the education behind it, there seems to be a mismatch, right? And so we were the first for-profit, Black-owned, woman-owned business service organization that focused on entrepreneur education here in North Texas. And so to that end, over time, and that again started in 2017. So in 2023, because of the shift in our market and who we were serving, we are now called Foundations Entrepreneur Development Company.
I love it. I love it. And that's a lot. I know a lot of people who haven't come close to getting the impact that you've given. So thank you for helping entrepreneurs and that education and fill that gap.
Well, thank you. And thank you. Thank you for all of those kind words and just acknowledging it, because the work that we do is challenging at times, but things like this make it worth it.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, so I mentioned early on, there's a huge event just about to happen in November, and it's Global Entrepreneurship Week North Texas. Tell us what that is all about.
Okay, so it is an initiative that started in Fort Worth under the leadership of Cameron Cushman, Marco Johnson, and Walker Lutringer is his name. And so it was brought to, it is a subsidiary of a larger conglomerate. So the Global Entrepreneur Network is literally a worldwide initiative where it brings together innovators, entrepreneurs, wantrepreneurs together. And it's the time to highlight and amplify the work that they do. You know, us little people, as they say, right? So in 2018, the initiative was brought to the Metroplex, and it was led, it's volunteer driven. So it has always been volunteer driven, and it always happens the week right before Thanksgiving. And so in 22, after a little bit of transition with the university that was kind of hosting it, and some positions and roles changed, they were going to do away with it. And I was like, wait, but we can't, right? Because so many people look forward to the celebration. And so in 2022, my organization took it over, and we expanded it from GEW Fort Worth to GEW North Texas. And at that time, we represented 4 counties. It was Dallas County, Collin County, Tarrant County, and Denton County. We wanted to make sure if this was going to be a thing in North Texas, everyone had an opportunity to be a part of it. So since 22, we've been rocking and rolling. We touch probably our largest year. We hosted 178 events across North Texas. Events.
Oh my gosh.
Across North Texas. And this is where the entrepreneurs or the service organizations or the lenders or anyone who touches the entrepreneur space can come together and support, amplify, and, you know, get excited about entrepreneurship. This year, I am very happy to say that we are 6 counties strong. So Ellis County has jumped on board, as well as Kaufman County. So GEW North Texas represents 6 counties now. And we have integrated a true nature of the international realm, because we have other countries participating in our initiative this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. And this event always has been, but this is a whole new level.
A whole new level. And
a lot more.
Myself, why do I keep climbing these levels? Because I do say it is volunteer. It is a volunteer initiative. But I absolutely love it because of the people who it represents.
Well, it's amazing to see how many Innovators and educators and community leaders are a part of this that I've researched and seen for myself. So what are some highlights that North Texas can look forward to?
Oh, so this year, and thank you for that question. So as I mentioned, so the main theme for this year through Gen Global is Together We Build. And so, I kind of took that on the chin, like, you're right, Together We Build. And I also want to say in 25, in the impact report for Gen Global, we're listed as one of the top performing communities around the world. So I was like, okay, we got to do it big. Eyes are on us now. So I'm very happy to say that we have incorporated a true international layer to it. And we've expanded the week from just highlighting November 17th through the 23rd. So we are doing activations November 1st through the 23rd so that as many people that have the opportunity to participate can. We have an international panel that is taking place. We have stakeholders from Botswana, Africa, Bangladesh, and Canada that will share information about ecosystem development, what it looks like in their world. We have an event called the Startup Economics Summit 101, and we are bringing in a panel from Indiana who is going to talk about like urbanism, how the impact of doing business in underrepresented or underserved communities. We'll have a lender panel that's going to talk specifically about how lending lends itself to economic development, not just, the 5 C's of credit, but why lending to small businesses are important. We'll have a panel for creatives, right? And happy to say that we have partnered with the City of Arlington and Arlington Economic Development Corporation to host the State of Entrepreneurship this year. So we're doing some pretty big things this year.
Well, and I am passionate about small businesses and helping them with education and understanding and preparedness and readiness. And I've taught about that. So it's great to hear what you're bringing to the table. I feel like, and I've seen that so many small businesses don't have all the pieces of knowledge that they truly need to be ready for banking and to understand what's necessary to help them be successful. But that leads me to my next question. How do you do all of this and run your own business? I don't understand.
Okay, first I want to say is by the grace of God. I will put that out there first and foremost. I asked myself that same question, but in my mind, it all fits together, right? So I have Foundations, Entrepreneur Development Company, and that's the educational side. So with Foundations, we don't work directly with the entrepreneurs. We work with the cities. We work with the organizations, the nonprofits to help them build out their infrastructure. I also lead the South Dallas Fair Park Innovation Center, and that is the physical space, right? And so Global Entrepreneurship Week then provides the community component of it. So when I think of my work and what I do, it's like a trifecta. It's a 3-part, sometimes, or I've heard it say like identifying it as like a part of the Trinity, if you will, to where there's multiple layers of it and all people can access it as needed. So it's just planning is key, right? So I am one of those people. If it's not on my calendar, it does not exist, sadly. But it's just a matter of understanding kind of what I feel my purpose is and being able to plug into it. And for anybody that knows Darlisa, like they know I'm a very like faith-based person. And so my prayer is always, Lord, if it's not meant for me to do it, take it away, but give me what I should be doing. And he gives me the strength to show up every time. And so I guess when you don't see me show up, he took that strength away. Lord, please don't take the strength away. So,
a while back, you and I were having a conversation, and I think my words to you were, you don't have to have an office to do what you're doing. And I still believe that because now you're traveling. You're not just here in North Texas. You're across the U.S., right?
Globally too.
Globally.
Yeah.
So I think that is amazing that you have fulfilled or are fulfilling that purpose and that plan. That's pretty spectacular.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So for anyone watching, sitting on the edge of that one big idea, what's your encouragement to them to really, as they're thinking about taking the next step?
Just do it. So kind of take that Nike approach, step out there and do it first, right? Don't wait for someone to give you all the steps. Don't wait on this check for somebody to write you to follow your passion. If it's something that you really want to do, try it. Get out there and do it. Test the waters, because a lot of times that excitement is there and we really want to do it. But once we actually do it, we find out this is not what I want to do, because you see what is involved in it. So if you are the person that's like, no, this is what I want, this is what I'm into, you'll learn as you go what needs to be added to it. You're going to meet amazing people if you're open to it. But if you never just do it and you keep waiting for the right opportunity, you'll never do it. So I say just do it. Try it. Try it afraid. Try it lonely. Try it nervous. Just try it.
Well, and just because I believe that just if something doesn't work out, that doesn't mean failure.
Correct.
Right? That is a learning experience that's going to build a solid foundation of what you can achieve.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure if that didn't work out, something in that process has worked out. Mm-hmm. And so we get comfortable with our idea of what it should look like or how it should be or the path that it should take. But really, once we have that idea, it's like a vision. What we fail to realize is while you're looking at vision, there's all these things on the side that are helping to get you to that vision. And we kind of need to lean into those, because you'll still get to a place. You just have to be receptive to what that real place looks like.
Beautifully said. Absolutely. So in regards to the upcoming conference, there's a lot of events. Mm-hmm. And there's different places where people can connect. So it's 6 different counties now, but I know you mentioned Arlington, but where is that specific focus of events for people to travel to and get connected to understand what's happening?
So the primary reason for expanding it is to give people the opportunity to celebrate in their communities, right? So we have championed communities to host events in their community. So if you're in Dallas, there's a boatload of events happening in Dallas. If you're in Fort Worth, there's a boatload of events happening in Fort Worth, because we want to support our communities, right? Yeah. Now, what I will say is, as far as the main planning committee, so let me say a little bit about how it's structured. So Global Entrepreneurship Week is an opportunity for the entrepreneurs or the stakeholders to host their own events. There's only a few that we, the organizing team, are putting together. One is the kickoff party, and we are very grateful to Tarrant County College, Trinity River, that always sponsors and supports us. So the kickoff party will take place in Fort Worth. The State of Entrepreneurship is going to happen in Arlington. We have a day set aside in North Richland Hills that's tied to 1 Million Cups. So we're giving each community a day for a main event, but throughout the week, as an individual, I can say, I want to support the Dallas community. I want to support the Fort Worth community. Or if you just want to be like, every day, I'm going to all of them. It's your option. But on the website, they are broken out into the cities in the different areas so people can self-select. And there's also some virtual ones too.
That's amazing. And that will help so many different communities and people, especially for what they may be doing their quote day job versus the opportunities to learn and expand their knowledge base.
Absolutely.
All right. So it's been amazing having you. But we cannot get away without you telling everybody where to find you. So bring it home to your business, GEW NTX, and or any others that are important tell them how to reach out.
Okay, so you can find me. A simple Google sometimes might actually do. I am very searchable, but Foundations Entrepreneur Development Company is the name of our organization. We are on all social media platforms. If you look up South Dallas Fair Park Innovation Center, if you're in the Dallas area and you need a place to work, low cost, and you need that commercial address, we're in a hub zone, so you can find us there. And for Global Entrepreneurship Week, you can go to GEWNTX.co and you will find all of our contact information there.
Amazing. Thank you, Darlisa.
Thank you so much, Janice. This was great.
Absolutely. So be sure and check out every one of those websites. I've already watched what is happening with GEWNTX and all the founding team members of this community and this organization that you are a part of here locally. But that leads us into what else is being built. And I am so excited to say my branch in Grapevine, it is about to get ready for our groundbreaking. All things are coming together, and that will happen in the next few weeks, to which you will have an invitation to join us. This is a time of excitement because of who we are and what it means to us to be in Grapevine. And remember, for NBT Financial Bank, it's not about the bricks and mortar. It's about the people and the community and what this hard location is going to be for us and our community. And it's going to be a center and a branch full of heritage that is all about Grapevine, as well as thriving in tomorrow. What does that mean? How can we help our community, our consumers, our small businesses, and large? So definitely watch for that celebration to come and watch for that invitation. I could not stop and continue this without making sure that I say a few words about breast cancer awareness and the celebration that NBT Financial Bank has done all month long for October, and it's our NBT Pink Out. It's not about just the color pink like I'm wearing today. It's about making sure there is awareness and support for those going through it, as well as honoring the struggles and the journey that people are undergoing with breast cancer and other types of cancer, as well as it's Domestic Violence Month. Make sure you're supporting one another, seeking help, and being there for your family, for our community, and our small businesses and people that are going through some tough times. So be that word of encouragement. Let's talk about our community scholarship reminder. Before we close, a quick statement that this is so important to NBT Financial Bank. Our GCISD Senior Scholarship Program, it is monthly. So if you know a senior at either high school in GCISD, have them reach out and find out about our scholarship. We're looking for students who show leadership, service, and heart for their community. If you know a deserving high school senior, encourage them to apply at nbt.bank or stop by our nearest branch right now, and that is Hurst, Texas. We are so excited about investing in future leaders, and it's one of the most meaningful ways we can strengthen North Texas. Thank you for joining me on Hometown Banknotes. We're your hometown bankers, rooted in heritage, thriving in tomorrow, and proud to walk beside the people who make our communities extraordinary as they are. Follow NBT Financial Bank on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for updates, event recaps, and stories of local impact. Until next time. I'm Janice Spooner, inviting you to stay inspired, stay connected, and keep building something great together right here at home. Thanks for joining us on Hometown Banknotes. If you liked today's episode, be sure to follow, share, and like, and show someone how to make a difference in their life by understanding what's going on in the economy, their life, and in their community.